Yeah.
We've made it. Guys, it's Wednesday. I'm a little early today.
Just a little bit.
Welcome to your weekly independent music podcast. Like we call this a podcast, but I don't really know if the description is actually a podcast at all. We just call it that.
Is it more like a talk show?
We're talking and we're showing that we can. Yeah, this is a talk show. You know what it reminds me more of is like a radio show,
Yeah.
like talk radio. That's what this reminds me of.
It's like the morning commute talk radio.
We don't have the digital plantation buzz that all the streaming and podcasting does. I don't need that much fucking coffee. We can take our time here.
Right.
I hope this isn't muted.
Muted?
If anybody's listening to this, let us know.
Are we muted?
I don't think so. But today and each Wednesday, everybody, we are learning and examining music industry stories. Welcome to the show. We are examining industry stories, news, technology, social media. We cover independent music tips, tools, predictions sometimes, right? Statistics, strategies, digital marketing, advertising, technology, and more. Because it is, after all, a $17 billion independent music industry, at least the last time I checked. And that was a couple of years ago. I'm sure it's more now. Not muted. That's the conclusion.
Thank you. That's really helpful.
Thank you. The best way, if you guys were wondering, to contribute to my streams is pass the joint. No, I'm just kidding. But the best way to contribute to our live, that's why this isn't a podcast, because you can't chew and smoke and fuck around on a podcast. You got to be professional.
Right.
That's
true.
just not what we're doing here.
No.
How you doing, Nicole? Nicole, are you going to Swarmy Fest? I'll give you some music right now if you're going.
Choose wisely.
We'll play some music if you're going to Swarmy Fest. I just know sometimes we do see you at Swarmy Fest, so hope to see you there. Again, about the show. I don't know if this is the last episode we're doing, but it could be. In light that it is, there will be another live stream that takes place of this particular live stream, and I don't know how fast we'll get it up and running, but we'll get it going. So rest assured, even if you are going, oh, that's it. I'm going to play some music for you then. I'm excited too. I miss everybody. I can't wait to see you guys. And this year, it's more than just about music. It's about the entire show. As you know, Swarmy Fest is about the audience. But this is going to be like nothing we've ever done before. There will be no one, no place, at no time, ever. Will there be another show quite like Swarmy Fest 4? This will go down in history as a show unlike no other. That sounds better. I was watching myself in reels because I don't know that on stage. If you're looking at me right now, hold on, I'll change the screen. It's kind of embarrassing. Can anybody see me right now? Can you see my chest? No, but what I meant was, all right, see how this microphone is on the side of my face? This is actually the same microphone I use on stage. And it's kind of weird, right? But just watch, see how I'm going like this? See how I'm going like this? On stage, I'll have to do stuff like that. I know it's really weird. Just go with it, okay?
It's not that weird.
Right. They don't.
To someone, I can see why someone would think that would be weird.
Right. So there's times that I'll be on stage and I'll have to take the microphone And I'll have to bring it out here and do some stage volume, stage mic background singing. You know, with a little delay. Ah!
Yeah. I see.
Okay. That, you know, I'm simulating like a stage volume sort of thing. But then other times I have to come right here and go, you know, this is not a living room. You know, I got to come way in proximity. I got to grab the microphone and go, you know what I mean? Like there's a song that we have where I have to do like a scary laugh, right? And in order to do it, I have to bring the microphone in like this because Melissa's singing at the time. And I have to bring it in like this and I have to go. You
I was
heard?
about to say, did you put the delay on?
Did you see? Yes. Did you see how I did that, though? But I'm just fucking around right now. I didn't do the full thing. But you
Yeah,
see what I'm
that's
saying? And I had to bring the microphone close.
Yeah.
So I know that. So I don't realize this, but by default now, I make mouth shapes to accommodate for this naturally when I'm on stage. But I don't stop doing it on the podcast. So last time I was watching myself, you know, because we edit the reels when we do short form. Was that a bird?
It looked like a squirrel to me.
Did it- hold
but
on.
I don't know.
Did a bird just hit the window?
I think so.
Do I need to check on it?
I don't know if it fell on the ground and is like
It's
going
hurt?
through it, or if it flew away.
Yo, Melissa, can you come to the studio and see if a bird or something just hit the back window?
That is so great. This is
What the fuck was that?
I
That caught me off guard.
It definitely was an animal.
No, I know, because I saw it as when I turned around. It was clearly
Imagine if that window wasn't
what
there.
the fuck? Something just hit the window. Take a peek out the window. That one right there. Oh no, you can check it out.
Yeah, you're good. That one.
Hold on, we're gonna figure out what this is. We're doing an investigation.
Yeah.
Is
Is
it-
it on the ground?
Is it on the ground? It hit the window.
There was a bird.
I'm
that
surprised he
hit the
didn't knock
window.
himself out. We'll get one of them some Tylenol.
Someone's got
That
a
was a hit.
concussion. Yeah. Imagine if that window wasn't there.
It slammed into. It was loud. You can hear it on. You can hear it on the.
Its skeleton crashed into the glass.
Woof. They don't make them like that no more.
The house absorbed that shock. Absorbed.
Okay. I
They're
feel better.
hungry.
They were
They
hearing the
sound-
excitement of the podcast. They just wanted to see what this is all about. I'm not. Hey, yo, it's Scott.
That's funny. Thank you for checking.
I don't like when it. I like when Scott comes in. I like to pass out the pleasantries. I can't. Never works. Can we get a stream deck in here? It's not gonna work.
If only I had that keyboard.
Hey, wait a minute.
If I had
Did you
that
just hear the
keyboard.
clap noise?
Try it
Oh
again.
man, fuck this. No, we're all done with it.
I was
So
about
the
to
bottom
say-
line is, go ahead. You were saying.
We have the MIDI in the other room. We could hook it up and play the sounds on it.
You're right. We really could. We really could. You know what? That's a very good idea. We should get like a
It actually has that
nano.
little pad.
We should get like a nano key and use it as a stream deck.
Oh, is that what it's called? The nano key?
Well, that's just one particular brand, but there are nano key, micro key, little key, little g. It's fine.
Oh.
You know? Yo, you heard it. She said she heard the claps.
So the clap does work.
Why am I not hearing it? This has gone to hell.
Well,
I never even got through the fucking intro.
I mean,
The
we
bottom
did-
line is I was telling a story about me on the stage and me having to make goofy faces to accommodate for my microphone and headset because this is indeed the same microphone that I use on stage. Like when you see us this Saturday at Bad Burger in Manchester, I will be wearing this headset. You should definitely come down there. We're opening the show. Music starts at 9. But that's just the thing, right? It's like on stage, people know you're going to make funny faces. You know what I mean? But on podcast, it just looks like you're on crystal meth. Because you're just like,
You don't know what you're doing
Right.
on stage. You're performing.
right, nobody gives a fuck. I mean, probably people look like they're on crystal meth on stage too, amongst other things. And I'm sure some people are. But I promise you, I'm not. But one thing that makes you make funny faces is this headset. You can never tell. When somebody's got a microphone in front of their face like this, you never get to see all the funny, stupid faces they're making when they're singing. But not me. People get me in the weirdest faces. And because I have this headset on, I got to go like this all the time. See, watch.
You're doing that on the podcast.
Watch. Yes, and I'm doing it on the podcast, too. And I notice myself doing it on the podcast. And I'm like, what? Stop doing that. Just talk.
Yeah, you can have the microphone a little bit differently on the podcast.
I can just talk.
Yeah.
But I trust my, you know what I mean? Like, by default, my autopilot, when this headset goes on, it makes me go like this. So I kind of give off this face that's going, no. See?
Yeah. I see what you mean.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm looking back at our past reels, and I'm going like this, and I'm talking like this, and I'm like, yo, so the next thing was like,
no.
yes.
Would that be the
People
moment that you capture too?
No, no. I mean, it looks like I'm on, half an 8-ball. Looks like I'm clean, you know what I mean? Looks like my gums are itching.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like, look at that guy. And hold on. And you know what type of performances I have on here.
That's
I'm like
hilarious.
screaming and shit and acting stupid.
That's
So people go
hilarious.
like, see me like this, and I'm like, what's going on? It's funny.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to fuck it. I don't
It's
give a fuck.
hilarious.
People can
This
tell
is-
stories about it if they want to. I'm just saying I think it's ridiculous. That there's somebody out there that doesn't know me, right? But they think I'm talking like this all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like they
Like you have your face.
yes,
like that
people
24/7.
believe that my personality on this podcast is really me. They might see me in a very small clip. Think if you've never met me before. It's ridiculous. I'm all excited about the music industry and, Puff
Yeah.
Daddy's fucking sex life or lack thereof. Which brings me to my first story.
Let's hear it.
Scott, we wouldn't be complete without a Chris Brown and Diddy story.
What? Chris Brown? And did he?
Listen, let's just go with it, all right? I just
What?
read the articles. That's all I do. That's all I do.
What is?
Hold on now. We don't know. We're
I-
going to read it.
I
One
can't
thing
wait
to know.
read it.
One thing we need to know is that this show isn't about anything. It's just a show. It's just a performance. Anybody that has ever taken any of our live streams or talk shows too serious is in the wrong fucking room.
Definitely.
I don't know what this is. I have no clue. I read through it. I just thought it was funny
Yeah.
because we have been following all the alleged sex offender powerful men in the country. It's kind of what we do here. It's funny.
Exactly.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. Chris Brown's tour and Diddy's verdict shows that we still don't believe women. Yeah, your face was fucking great. Yo, your face. I. This is why Lexi has to come back on the show. For real, because you guys just missed that. You missed it. The expression. Let me do it again. I'm never going to get the same expression. Chris Brown's tour and Diddy's verdict show we still don't believe women. It's a similar response, but not quite as the one I had before. And this is written by Beth Templeton. Now, before all the misogyny and all the guys get mad at me, let's just read what Beth has to say, all right? In the light of all the stuff that's happened this year. Hi. All right. In the week where Chris Brown's sellout sparked controversy and Diddy was found not guilty of sex trafficking, what can we learn about the standard men are held to? Look at all the guys right now getting hot under the collar. Relax, fellas.
You just adjusted your collar.
Hold on. Right. In the past week, clips and interviews posted across social media have sparked raging debut. Oh, that's funny. Let me do that over again. In the last clips and interviews posted across social media have sparked raging a debate surrounding who is held accountable for their actions, as many fans of Chris Brown call those who condemn him haters or state they are just jealous and people can change. For those who don't know, American rapper Chris Brown has a history of violence against women. First noted in 2009 against ex-girlfriend Rihanna, where he assaulted her on the night before the Grammys, leaving swelling and bruising on her face, a bloody nose, and bite marks, and all these other things. Since then, he punched a woman in the face after she tried to get a photo with him in 2016. Excuse my dark humor. Had a restraining order filed by his ex-girlfriend in 2017, was sued for sexual assault in 2018, and was accused of drugging and really assaulting somebody, a professional dancer at that, in 2020. It takes a simple Google search to see the extensive list of alleged assaults by Chris Brown. So, how was his 2025 Breezy Bowl sellout? Do you heard it? You know what the Breezy Bowl is?
No.
Yeah. So just to let you guys know, this is like a feminist newsletter. Just so you guys don't pull your pubic hair out, all right? Chill out. It's just a story. In a time where now more than ever women are encouraged to speak out about sexual violence and assault, it appears to many that struggle for feminism and the need to protect women is behind us. However, the justifications of fans across the UK claim that Chris Brown only faced this level of scrutiny because he's in the limelight and people can change. Do you have anything to say so far? Do you have anything you want to say? And that's anybody too in the chat. I consider myself a feminist.
Yeah.
So
too.
So to me, some of this resonates with me so far. Not all of it. We'll talk about it after. But I'm just learning. How about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as you.
Okay. All right, let's try this. So statistics showed in 2023 in the UK, 69% of assault survivors dropped out of investigations in the justice system. This figure in 2016 sat 55%. Low police conviction rates and fears over trauma of reliving the crime in court are the main reasons for this. This is true. I know this. I know this to be true with some of my own circumstances. The echoes of fan statements this week hit home for survivors of domestic assault, who recognize that supporting and paying money for a known abuser strengthens not only the individual, but reiterates to women across the country that we don't believe you. Thoughts?
I want to know why we don't believe women when they talk about things like this.
Well, I can tell you in the process of a court why. Like, for instance, in Marilyn Manson's case, the statute of limitations is a technicality where prosecutors cannot move forward with certain cases if an amount of time has passed. So in Marilyn Manson's case, some of his crimes could not go before a court because of the statute of limitations. For instance, another instance, there are many different circumstances that can happen in a court. And that's the reason why we don't believe women. For instance, if some people believe when accusers settle in court, they claim that the women are just money-grubbing whores and they're all out just for money anyways. And you know what I mean? So when the victims accuse powerful men of doing crazy shit to them in illegal stuff or abusive stuff, many people just claim that it's for the accuser to get paid. So because people go in with that initial belief, the same way we believe criminals and people that are accused use the court system to delay, and they use technicalities to avoid public hearing, to avoid being able to determine someone's innocence or guilt, it works the other way around too. There are some people out there that I'm sure that are, money-grubbing gold diggers or whatever, and they would love to settle out so they can avoid the process of going over the details in a courtroom. I'm sure it works on both sides. So those are some reasons why people might not believe women, is because there's a general idea that when powerful men get arrested for abusing women, that we all scream gold digger. Right?
Yeah.
So those are one of the sick reasons why we don't believe women. Because not every, and keep in mind, not everybody that goes to court and is found guilty, not everybody's actually guilty. I know that's kind of scary because we believe in technology and this is 2025 and we all think that we're magical spiritual creatures at the right hand of God and that we all know what each other are doing all the time. We're all under the impression that we know so much about each other. Like Diddy, like we all, Diddy's an ugly guy, and people find him extremely unattractive. But let's face it, being a freak, being a horny guy, even being scandalous, skanky, and slutty is not illegal.
No.
It's just not illegal. I mean, and there are many places where prostitution is absolutely legal and part of everyday culture. Because there are some places that don't believe that men should have power over women's privates. And I gotta say, I agree with that.
100%.
I do know that one way or another, we have all at one time done at least one thing. We have all done one act or another that a person would find absolutely nauseating. We have all done one thing in our lives. We've all done that one act that would make somebody else double over and throw up. We have, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
We have. Me, you, your mom, your grandmother, all of us have done one act. We have all done that one thing that would make the person sitting next to us throw up in their mouth. And the fact that people can't admit that is something else. We all walk around like our shit don't stink, knowing damn well we've all done one thing. We've all done one nauseating, deplorable act that another person would be ashamed of. We've all done that one thing that another person would be ashamed of us to do. Because it's all about credibility killing. People are addicted to attention, and we live in a world now where outing people calling people out, doxing people, blackmailing people, spreading misinformation, cyberbullying. It's the norm. It's a quid pro quo, tit for tat, gamblers, snitch and dick riding, clout chasing culture. It's about who could be first, who's the best, team sports. It's not necessarily about who's accurate. It's about who has more, who has the best, who was first. Just want to see if they touched on the Diddy shit at all. The reason that Chris Brown and Diddy both continue to receive masses of support is simply because the world still does not believe women. We put wealthy, successful individuals on a pedestal and think that's because we like their music or that they are famous. We can be separated, directly perpetuating part of the problem. These instances where fans justify the behavior of superstars demonstrate how jury bias still plays a concerningly wide role in the convictions of individuals and men who appear charismatic and charming. And I feel like this whole article goes out the window without mentioning Donald Trump.
Yeah. Really missing an opportunity there.
Yeah. Anyhow. That's it. What do y'all think about that? Oh. Mm-hmm. Scott says, let me be honest here. Women are always told to be quiet. Like, he's not lying.
That's very true.
Like, for real. Anybody with a daughter knows this. Because you want to know why? Because you don't want nobody talking to your daughter like that.
Absolutely.
So like, if you have a daughter, you're hyper aware and you're alert of this kind of shit because you don't want somebody. You don't want some strange person. You don't want a fucking stranger talking to your daughter like that. Let me read it. Mm-hmm. He said, let's be honest here. Women are always told to be quiet and let the men be the head of the table. I truly believe that if a woman was in charge, we would not have the problems we have had for over 100 years. I said it and I meant it. I'm trying to do the clap.
100%, man.
Listen, and I'm just going to keep it real. This goes on record. My mother was a healer. She was a humanitarian, and she won awards for it in the Department of Health and Human Services here in the state of New Hampshire. My mother was a foster mother. She adopted people. She took in broken animals and broken people and put them back together. That's what she did with her whole life. When she retired, it was crippling for her, quite literally, to not be at work every day helping people out. My mother was so much of a humanitarian. She was so generous. I was a single child. Most single children would be jealous to share their mother, as generous and amazing as my mother was. Not me, because my mother had so much love and so much generosity, it was obvious to even me as a child that I needed to share her with the entire world. So, my mother was probably my best friend. And any time that she was around, she was healing people, feeding people, tucking people in, and nursing people back to health. My father beat people, sexually assaulted people, drank, did drugs, threatened people, and tore the whole fucking house apart. That's and I'm not saying that's everybody's, I'm not saying that's the world. But when Scott says, I truly believe if a woman was in charge, we wouldn't have the problems we've had for the last 100 years, I tend to think when my mother divorced my father, everything in the house started making sense. we started having square meals. There was more money. People weren't getting beat up all the time. All the misogynistic violence and rule and terror was gone. And anybody that supported him in that bullshit went with him. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
What would have happened to me if my mother would have allowed my father to raise me any further? What type of dangers? Whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're somebody from my family, I know one of my family members will see this. They know for sure that's the truth. Whatever they wrote about that guy in his obituaries was a damn lie. My father did nothing but abuse people, commit violence. He drank every day of his life. Shame, my mother died before him. But that's the truth. So, the eras of popular music, new data comes with big surprises. I had to just cover this because I thought it was fun. We'll blow it up. Let's blow it up. All right, most people identify in an era of music by time period and more precisely by the decade in which it was created. For instance, the 50s were rock and roll, the 60s were British invasion, the 70s were rock, the 80s were wave Britpop, the 90s grunge, and so on. That may outline a general era of music, but Pandora recently released MGP Hot 3.
What the heck?
What the hell? A data set of 21,000 Billboard Hot 100 songs spanning 1958 to 2022 that identifies the eras more with precision, and they're probably not what you'd expect.
I feel like there's dozens of playlists like this already. This is just
I'm not even a playlist fan.
a different name for the same playlist.
Like,
over and over and over and over and over and over again.
the truth is, I still listen to my music in an old-fashioned way. Like if I want to hear a certain artist, I'm not trying to listen to 12 things. I like to focus in. You know what I mean? Like it's a female-fronted moment. Boom, I'm in there. You know, you know what I mean? It's a groove metal moment. That's what I want to hear. Like I know what I want to fucking hear. I don't like music happening to me, not all the time. Okay, I'm walking down the street and there's a horn section on the corner. People got drums out. Somebody's blowing a fucking trumpet. That's happening to me. I love that. You know, you walk into a fucking bar, there you are, and the band's playing. I could do that. It's happening to me. But like when I wake up, I got a soundtrack of shit already playing. Soon as I crack my eye open in the morning, I hear music.
It's automatically playing in your head.
Yes, and if I not open my eyes or see a spark of light or radiation, I already have. I'm hearing fucking cymbals, and my shit is fucking Dolby Digital.
Damn.
Yo,
That's a good sound quality.
My shit is high res. Fwah.
That's in your brain?
What? It's going right now. I can barely think. It's like a train track.
That's like a really solid sound.
It's just going, you know.
Yo, that is so cool.
It's like a fucking, yeah, I'm not even kidding. I wish I wish other people could hear it.
Yeah.
1964, Beatlemania. Music changed from primarily 6/8 to 12/8 time signature, where eighth notes are felt as a part of a triplet grouping where the music had a swinging or lifting quality. In 1964, the feel shifted towards straight eighth notes in 4/4 time, which you can hear in the song I Want to Hold Your Hand. This became the primary feel for the next 50 years.
This feeling has just been replicated for the next 50 years.
Did you see that, though?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? That shows you like trap music and like hip hop.
It's just copied. This original.
Let's keep going, okay?
Okay.
Isn't this fun already?
Yeah.
1983 synthesizers. There's no doubt that music changed in a big way in 1983 as synthesizers became the sound of popular music. Even guitar players were playing synthesizers. Wow, that's crazy. Even guitar players were playing synthesizers, and when there were guitars on a record, the loud Marshalls were replaced by the sweet rolling jazz chord sound.
Oh?
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell? I don't even know if I know about that. I was still a little guy.
Okay.
1991, grunge and boy bands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Boy bands.
This is considered more of a minor era, but thanks to Nirvana, guitars came back in a big way in 1991. On the end of a musical spectrum, but on the other, you had R&B with Janet Jackson and the beginning of the boy band craze with the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and New Kids on the fucking block.
Why aren't they talking about the other boy bands?
There's more.
Yeah.
I know, but they weren't till later. These
They
were the
around
ones.
the same time.
What? Like which ones? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hold on. Hold on.
Mhm.
No, that's true. That's really true.
They started it
No, you
before
make it
them
good.
gents.
No, you make a good point. How come they didn't really talk about none of that?
Why is it just?
Now I'm seeing something going on here.
Uh-huh.
All right, then in 2007 we had happy lyrics.
None of the lyrics before were happy? Were they all
I'm
depressed?
so happy 'cause today, you know your own boy there. I'm so happy 'cause today is like crazy.
Well, he was on drugs, so.
Maybe. We don't know that. They say all that stuff. Look, I don't doubt it either. I'm just saying. I think everybody at one point has had a toot. Researchers found another minor error in 2007 with a return to happy lyrics, but a shift away from songs with big harmonies.
I love songs with big harmonies.
I know.
Big fan of that.
Well, Sepsis is in that
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm-hmm. Big harmonies.
2016 was the big change.
There was a big change in 2016.
That's what they say. Researchers found big changes in harmony, vocals, and lyrics, and a move away from riffs and elaborated song forms in 2016. More importantly, they found a distinct loss of melodic focus, while lead vocals became more nasal and less expressive. But plus, there was a major increase in explicit language during this period.
Yeah. Sounds like they're all using computers.
Scott said music has changed so much that it is needed. That is the best part of music. It's universal. If music didn't change decade after decade, it would become stale. Yeah, I tend to think the same thing. We got to do something.
Yeah. You gotta do something different.
Even like that happens to us all the time. I'm like, we can't make the same,
Right.
Wait, isn't that the same song? I know.
You gotta do something different every time.
For sure. I would also argue, that the rise of songs built around loops and samples and an increase in the number of songwriters and producers for each song began to produce music that sounded very homogenized. I don't know that word.
What does that word mean?
I don't know, and I'm not gonna pretend. Can somebody in the chat tell me what homogenized means, so I don't have to go into the dictionary? Song forms in this era changed so that there were no more intros, outros, solos, and bridges. Sepsis is fucking finished.
What? Why would you get rid of that in music?
Melissa, you hearing this? This is outrageous.
I protest this.
This is why people don't like our music. We showed up late. Listen.
What?
Listen.
They don't know music.
Big changes in harmony, lyrics, riffs, melodic focus. Intros, outros, solos, and bridges. We're done. We're a band from 2016. What do you think about that?
Listen, if you get rid of those things, that's
the
music.
band. The band is gone after that.
Music is gone.
That's crazy.
The band and music is gone. You are straight robotic computer.
That's just crazy, right? Yo, Melissa's like, yo, craziness. 2023. Enter AI. Are you guys ready for AI?
No.
No, that's what's happening.
Hate it.
This era wasn't ever supposed to happen. Just kidding. This era wasn't not included in the MGPHOT research, but had it included a few more years in the survey, we bet it would have. That's crazy stuff, right?
That was the weirdest English.
At some point, we'll all get tired and bored with the sameness of current music, whether it's AI or human generated, and look for real authentic artistry again. That's what the author is predicting. Mistakes will actually be a badge of honor as it helps separate the human art from the machine.
We're competing with the machine.
That's it.
This is ridiculous.
That's all I have for that one. Frustrated fans slam high prices at Black Sabbath's final Back to the Beginning show.
How much are the tickets?
I don't know. Can somebody look up okay, Dennis has got me on this. He says, maybe homogenized means everything is tuned the same as if the bass from one band sounds like the bass from another band. Oh, or people used to say about AC/DC that almost every song sounds the same. Yo, we're kind of in that era right now, though. No bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I think people been you know what's been bugging me? Tom fills. How come everybody does the same Tom fills now?
Because they don't got their chops up.
Yo, I'm not into that.
They don't work.
I'm not into that. Come on, we can't do that. So now
they copy each other.
I know that's why. Have you noticed our Tom fills have been staying away from what's going on?
Yeah.
That's why that's why we don't do Tom fills like that.
They gotta get their chops up. That's all to say about that.
I don't even want to do the generic Tom fill that everybody does, like, because I don't want everybody. You know the one I'm talking about too, like the 100, especially like the 110 BPM ones, the ones that are in this area. Anything in this area right here.
Dun dun.
Just don't even do it to me.
Dun dun.
Usually 16th notes, you know. What did you know?
Hug a bear.
Guys. While Black Sabbath's Back to the Beginning concert on July 5th at Villa Park was designed as a monumental farewell to Ozzy Osbourne and the band's original lineup, the event also became notable for its exceptionally high concession prices, which left many fans stunned and fuming. Punters attending the historic gig, which marked Ozzy Osbourne's final live performance and the first time the full band played together in 2 decades, faced costs some likened to festival ripoffs.
Festival ripoffs.
Let's get into it. Inside the venue, the cost of the refreshments quickly became a talking point. A pint of Portier Lager was priced at E8. What the fuck is that?
What is E8?
That's a euro, I think. How much is that in
€8?
how much is that in American money? I don't even know what we have here anymore. If it's fucking Bitcoin or Chuck E. Cheese tokens. What do we use to buy shit? Fucking A. Check, credit card. What the fuck?
GPT.
Give me the McDonald's app. Like, what do we use now? Cash App, Pinball, Spin Wheel. What's the other one then?
Tokens.
Fendom. What's the other one? No, you know the one I'm talking about. Tip jar.
Yeah. Tokens,
Acorns.
pennies,
Popcorn.
popcorn.
Tupac. I'm just saying whatever now at this point.
Uh,
Doesn't matter what I say. Doesn't matter. We're on the internet. Does anybody know how much 8 yen?
I'm dying. I think it's like
Nobody
15
knows.
bucks or something.
We're so isolated. I don't know. How do we do world
Does
trade?
anyone know currency?
All we do is pay in fucking Bitcoin.
What's the
No,
formula?
TikTok dances. We get everything in
fuck?
TikTok dances. Stars.
Stars.
Bits.
Bits. Subs.
Send them. All right. We will never know.
Yeah.
Melissa, can we take a look? That's it. I'm doing it.
Google.
This is how far we've gotten. People won't even look at their phones anymore.
Right.
Hold on.
Look up the currency.
How much is E350 in USA money? What the fuck? Oh my God, it doesn't even have it. Like, it doesn't even say that we have money.
It's
Apparently, we're just using
3
threats.
euros.
It's going to cost you 5 threatenings.
It's I think it's USD. So what is 3 euros in USD?
Oh my goodness. This is crazy. This is scary.
Yeah. See, this is why we need to have a global currency.
Oh my goodness. So what's the problem with it? So it's a fucking beer. It's a fucking cup of beer for $9. That's what it is everywhere.
Right, that's normal to us Americans.
Right. Everyone's getting welcome to America.
Right.
$4. What the fucking do? That's nothing.
Right, that's
$4
nothing to
a
us.
beer? No, I know some
A lot
places.
of people are gonna get drunk.
Right, I'm gonna say I know some places
Around
with
here.
$9 a beer. You keep fucking around.
Right, that's normal to
Right,
us.
this fuck-
$9
right, this
for a
soda-
beer.
What? This soda's $7.50.
Right, that's normal. Why are they bitching?
Okay. The steep pricing extended throughout the stadium. In the Doug Ellis stand, a Carlsberg Pilsner was $6.50. So what? You want to get fucking? You want to
You
get
want
lit?
to go?
Right. You want
That's
to?
not Ozzy's fault.
Man, fuck you. You're going to Ozzy Osbourne. How drunk do you want to be?
You wanted to go there and drink.
You're going to miss the whole experience.
What the hell?
Fucking A.
These people are stupid.
No, I smell fragility.
That's so fragile. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. That stinks up the whole fucking...
Then don't go. Drink at home.
Right, you're a party pooper.
Watch it on YouTube.
Golly.
Not concerned, you fragile.
Right, what the fuck? Fragile rock.
Right.
Food items were similarly subject to premium pricing. Why are they calling that premium? Why when people rip us off with shit do we call it premium?
When we get ripped off, it's beta shit.
Anytime somebody says to you, they've got the bronze, and then they've got the gold, and then they've got the premium.
No.
Anytime somebody says fucking premium, you're getting ripped off.
Yeah.
Why do people call things when they're getting fucked? They call it premium. Food items were similarly subject to premium pricing. Premium should be like favorable or like
some luxury shit.
Right. It should be like good.
Right.
That's it.
Something worth being called premium. People don't know the definition of
premium.
Words.
No, I want to know what that means. Expensive? No.
No.
Hold on.
Hello.
Hold on a second. No, it is. It's more.
Right.
Why?
Why are you giving them
Food
less?
items were similarly subject to premium pricing. Why are you giving people less and then calling it premium? It's not a premium item. Like a hot dog is not premium.
It's a hot dog.
Okay, let's say. Here we go. A sausage roll was €5 premium.
Premium €5.
That's what I'm saying. It's
That's
five
not premium.
It's $5 premium according to this.
You're that's a scam.
So to me, that's $6.50 USD.
Yeah.
That's a hot dog. What do you want? A hot dog at the
That's
strip
normal.
club or like you
That's
go to a
normal.
ballpark. You might. How much is it? That's it. That's it. We're gonna get down to the business.
This is normal
Hold
though.
on. I want to know how much a hot dog is at Red Sox Stadium. How much is a hot dog at the Red Sox Stadium? $6.50.
It's the same
I swear to God.
It's the same
price. Oh, y'all better stop this shit. We're done.
Y'all are scam artists.
Hold on. Nah, we're done with
This is
this.
a scam.
We out. This is going to be one of those podcasts where people are like, turn on your mic. No, turn off the internet.
Right. Do something else.
Right. No
Go
one
watch Dancing with the Stars or something.
Yeah, nobody invited you here anyway. What the fuck? Jesus. You better not. Or what? So I think people should know that people are falling in love with artificial intelligence. AI romantic companions can save some people from loneliness, but they also have a dark side. Hold on. If you were alone and there were no people with you prior to meeting your AI boyfriend or girlfriend, you're still alone. Let's do that again. Hold on.
It's a hard pill for some people to swallow.
Hold on. If you're alone on your phone and nobody is there, and then you go on AI and you use chat bots, you're still alone. I don't know if anybody got that or not. If you went in alone, you come out alone. You were born into this world by yourself. And when you fucking die, let's hope. It'd be mean if you didn't hope. Would you want everybody to die with you? No, that day you will die, and that will be it. You will be the only motherfucker that dies because it's your time. So if you went into the internet alone, you coming out alone. You ain't going to die with the goddamn internet. You're not going to die with your stamp collection. You're not going to die with your fucking girlfriend. Guys, women, men, if you're suffering from loneliness prior to talking to AI chatbots, and then you start talking to chatbots, you're still suffering from loneliness. There's not a person there now.
You're just getting sicker.
You're right. That's what I'm trying to thank you.
You're just getting
You're
sicker.
fucking doing it to yourself, man.
You're making it worse.
You're playing mind games with yourself. You were lonely to begin with, and now you're more lonely because you think that somebody's there. Nobody is there yet. So you're going to have to do better, man. I know that's terrifying.
People need to put the phone down.
You got to try harder.
Put the phone down. It'll change your life, I swear.
Let's get into it. Over the past decade, virtual assistants powered by artificial intelligence, like Apple's Siri, Amazon's Alexa, and people have become integral. The technology has become integral, such as smartphones or social media in our lives. Okay. More recently, a new type of human-like chatbot are on the rise. AI romantic companions. Chatbots are AI-powered programs that engage with humans through text, voice, and images. We were going to do this. Remember when everyone was going to buy me an AI chatbot girlfriend? We were going to do this.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I didn't want to do it because I didn't want people to see me performing and making people laugh online, right? Or getting people excited online. I didn't want people to misinterpret me performing and making content with the AI chatbot and people start defending the AI chatbot. You know, if I start having dark comedy or if I start, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, you know what I'm saying? People might get
They'll
the
get
wrong...
the wrong impression.
Right. People might get the impression that that's the way that we treat human beings. Let me put it to you like this. If I was going on a date and I saw a human insulting and thrashing its AI assistant, I might question whether or not on a bad day that person was going to do that to me. No more than if you know what I mean? If you stopped in because your date had to grab their check at their job and their secretary was there and you watched him or her have some spicy words, you know, with their staff members or whatever, something that you felt was an injustice or it was unfair. You saw a side of them that was less attractive because you saw them at work or because you saw them in what would normally be a professional or a private setting. Let me put it to you this way. If we all knew what we all jerked off to, nobody would like each other anymore.
No.
If we all knew what our best friends fantasized about, if we all knew the people that were masturbating to us, if we all knew all of that information, none of us would be able to get along. We'd know too much. That's what I think about, you know, when these people have relationships with AI chatbots, is what are you telling it, though? You know, like you tell a person, you know
what would you rather tell AI than you would tell, like, someone that you would be with in reality?
It's dangerous already to tell one person some stupid shit. Imagine telling the internet.
They're already watching you.
Well, I mean, for sure.
Like, the heck?
Because everything we buy and everything we shop for and everything we read is all tagged. Of course, now they do, you know. You can't take a shit without anybody knowing. It's the only 8 to 12 minutes that your phone...
You can't get away with nothing.
No, not now. It's amazing, like, the people that get caught for, like, child porn and shit like that. I'm like, how? Like... Give up. You're caught.
Seriously.
You know. Currently, over 100 AI-powered applications such as My Anima AI, Ava AI, Nami AI, and Replica offer romantic, sensual companions with extensive personalization options, including physical and personal features.
Physical.
Exhibiting remarkable realism, adaptations and adaptability and inactivity and fluidity and legitimacy. These AI chatbots can progressively rock a hard on and evolve through conversations and fine-tuning their responses to match a user's interest, needs, and communication styles. I don't think a robot can match your romantic needs.
No.
It makes me want to try. Like, come on. Let me see if you can match my romantic needs. You know?
That's so unrealistic.
Those red snappers we got were only $16.
They're good.
Isn't that something?
Hmm?
Yo, this is the first day that we've made it through every single.
What?
We made it through every story.
We made it through all the stories? We never do
It's
that.
because it's potentially our last show. Potentially. But we'll never know. Rock and metal focused streaming platform tells AI generated bands to fuck off.
I wish articles were more blunt.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
What is this? That's funny. All right, let's blow it up so we can see it. It's time for me to go smoke some pot, Scott. It's funny because Scott's here too.
Does Scott smoke pot?
I don't know that. I do know that there's some really good edibles in that strawberry cream bar that we got. Remember he brought that? It was like a strawberry cream bar, or like it was like a flavored. It was a big ass bar.
Yeah. Tastes good.
It was an edible though.
It tastes good. I liked it.
It may seem like inevitability, but apparently platform holders can at least try to make a stand against AI. Supposedly, all it takes is a little backbone and some willingness to actually put the work to fish out that kind of content. Earlier today, Rock, R-O-K-K, the streaming platform dedicated specifically to rock and metal, announced that it would be implementing measures in which AI bands would be subject to human review process. Starting today, users can report music they believe to be computer-generated content on a track-by-track basis. Once flagged, the content will be reviewed by someone at Rock to determine whether it stays on the platform or it's removed altogether. The Velvet Sundown was revealed to be completely AI-generated band that reached over 1 million listeners on Spotify. Man, if people don't like that shit, if people really don't like AI music, then seek out human beings that are playing music. Why wait for somebody to deliver you music and then go do an investigation to find out if it's AI? That just seems so passive. I can't. You know I can't.
It seems so lazy.
It's so fucking weak.
Yeah.
Mm.
No one's confrontational anymore.
Except for me.
Well, of course.
Guys, I appreciate you, but it's now time for us to go smoke weed and play video games.
Thank you all for being here.
Please, if you want to come and see the band, if you want to come and see us play some music, we will be in Manchester this week. It's kind of a short notice show. We got it at short notice. We didn't know we were going to be playing there. So we all will be at Bad Burger in Manchester, New Hampshire this coming Saturday. Doors are at 7:30, 8 o'clock. And music starts at 9. Come and see us under the Horizon and our friends from Scarecrow Hill. We've been playing with them all summer long, and it's been a blast. Everybody's been loving that entire lineup. If you haven't seen it, this is a great opportunity. We'll see you guys hopefully on the next time. Oh, what the rest of the world?